Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, currently 11:37. I've been online since about 11 o'clock. Super slow. But we do have our first order here from Señor Ramon Taqueria. Now, I'm really iffy on this one, but I'm only taking it one because it's going to the Amazon building. And because honestly, it's probably the best order that I've seen so far. But it just has a random pay, you know, $10.32 I think it says, plus the $2 on time. It is almost a $500 order, so I'm not really sure what to expect. If you guys saw the last video at the end, and the video ended abruptly. I got a phone call from my mom saying, hey, you know, your grandfather just passed away, you know, all of a sudden kind of thing. So it definitely shocked some waves, and, you know, my mom is an emotional mess at the moment. But at the same time, you know, my grandpa was really hardworking, and he instilled that within me, which is why I'm out here. I mean, at some point, I'm not sure when, obviously, we're gonna have to, you know, make arrangements and whatnot. But so right now, we're still here. We're dashing. I mean, I'm good. I think he lived a long life, a good life, you know, and I think he put good values in his kids and his grandkids and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's more of a celebration of life kind of thing. Of course, it's natural to be sad, but, you know, I think death is part of life. I mean, at some point, we're all not going to be here. That's a fact. But anyways, you know, none of that negative vibes. I'm okay, you know. So I think it's important for, you know, people to move on and, you know, carry on with their lives. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, don't be sentimental and don't grieve. I think grieving is very personal and people do it differently. And maybe my way of grieving is just to keep working, you know. But I'm gonna be there more for my mom, and he was her pops, and, you know, he was my grandpa. So we'll see. I might take a couple of days off in the future. I'm not sure. But as of right now, like I said, we're out here. We're about to pull up here to the taqueria. So I'm just hoping the food is ready because they're usually pretty slow. So if I go in there and they tell me it's gonna be an hour, I don't know. Do you guys think it'll be worth it? It's almost $500 worth of food, but the guaranteed pay is kind of on the low end. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we got the order picked up, and honestly, it wasn't all that bad of a wait. The pickup time was 12:01. It's 12:09 right now, so technically it's not so bad. And they were actually really busy, but I was surprised when the guy told me, yeah, it's gonna be 15, 17 minutes, because I got there like 15 minutes early. And I got both. I got my new catering bag, my old catering bag, my red bag, all full, and then some. So I think I need to invest on another catering bag just in case, you know, because I would say I got like 70% of the order in hot bags, and the other 30 I just don't have enough hot bags. Plus, I mean, I think their packaging is really like big and awkward. I think if their packaging was a little bit smaller, it would be no problem. But I'm gonna have to invest in another catering bag. I think you guys can see in the bag probably some of the bags that are loose and whatnot. But yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, even if we get 10%, that's gonna be like $40, because the order is like $466 or whatever. So I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it's more than the $10.32 that is shown and the on-time pay, because that would suck. But even if that's what we get, you know, it is what it is. But the guys here, Señor Ramon, man, they were super nice. The guy kept apologizing because he made me wait. I'm like, dude, the order's huge. Like, I totally get it, you know. But yeah, so we'll see you guys at the Amazon place. Alrighty, guys, we got the food dropped off. It became $55.09. I think it had a $50 tip, and the rest was all base pay. So hey, shout out to the Amazon guys. It did take me multiple trips to get the food inside because there was just so much of it. I know I haven't talked about a goal. I think I'm just gonna put 200, especially with how slow it was yesterday. I think 200 is pretty doable, especially now that we have a $55 head start. Even though it is 12:25, and we've already, you know, used up an hour and a half of dash time, I think it's still more than achievable for sure. So hopefully we get that and more. We're gonna dash again until 7:30, so we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys, after circling the town center for a good while and not finding any parking because it's all taken out by these like work vehicles, we got this order here from Burger Grilled Right, 1650. I think it's like 10 miles. I'm only taking it because I can already I can already see how slow it's gonna be later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it cash flow, and it's leaving me in another highly populated area of my zone. So there's a good chance we should have a bunch of deliveries after dropping this off. Now the biggest thing is gonna be if the food is ready. But even if it isn't ready, I mean, I'll wait for it. It is what it is. Again, I just feel like it's gonna be slow, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. I'm not really expecting anything on top. I looked at the items that just seem like maybe an order for like 2 people, you know. So I'm thinking 1650 is already everything. But if I'm wrong and there's more, hey, we'll take it. But we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we got the food picked up. We're back on the road. I almost on a sign because when I walked in there, way too busy. Food wasn't ready. She told me 5 minutes, said it became 7. It was about to be 10, and I was about to want a sign at the 10-minute mark, but the food came out. So now we're back on the road. We got about a 15-minute drive, 7.8 miles. And I'm hoping that right after this, we get another one right away. Even if it keeps me up there, that's fine. I just want to stay active. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got the food dropped off, and I was right. It had a $12 tip, and the rest was all base pay, equaling $16.50. Now we're sitting at $71.59 for the entire dash. Currently 1 o'clock. We got about a 17-minute drive back, and every order I'm getting is just $2.25, $2.75, like super low paying. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that. But we are gonna pass basically a bunch of restaurants on the way back since I'm not taking the toll. Because the quickest way would be to take the toll road, but I'm not doing that. So yeah, so hopefully we get something, you know, along the way. And then I was looking at my numbers here for obviously this year and last year, and we're a little bit behind, but not by that much. So I'm gonna put them up here for you guys to check out for like year to date, you know. So if you guys have been dashing for more than a year, how are you looking in your area? Do you even look at these numbers? You know, I think it's important. I get it. You can't really say the world is the same as it was last year because that's obviously not true. But I still think it's important to look back and see what you did in your respective areas, as maybe even just a small sample, you know, so that way you can set your own goals. That's kind of what I do. I mean, I haven't really been looking at it so far this month, to be honest, but I still think it's important to look at that. So have you guys seen any difference? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it about the same? I think mine's basically about the same. I have some days this year that I'm sure I didn't dash as long. Just like last year, I'm sure there were days where I dashed less or more or whatever. But I think in the end, we're still making basically the same amount of money, which, I mean, I want to always improve, but I at least want to maintain, you know? So anyways, we got a 15-minute drive back now. I'm declining a bunch of garbage. If we get something along the way, we'll see you then. Guys, after making it back to the town center, we waited for a few minutes, and then we got this order here from Sweet Green showing a $7.75 payout. I think it's like 3 miles, maybe a little bit more. And it's a weird day. Like, I feel like there's orders out there, but it's just a lot of garbage, like a lot of trashy orders that people are, you know, placing and whatnot. But hey, I'm super thankful we get the big one here from Senor Ramon's Taqueria, because that definitely helped a lot for sure. But yeah, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, we got the order dropped off. It was just $7.75, and then right away we got this order here from Chick-fil-A, $7.50, 4 miles. A little bit heavy on the miles, but not really. And especially with the orders that I haven't seen today, yo, this is a really good order. So hopefully the food is ready. Chick-fil-A should be not too busy right now. It's 2 o'clock on the dot. So yeah, so I think we're sitting like $78, $79, I think. But yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got the order from Chick-fil-A dropped off. It stayed at $7.50. Very awkward encounter. So I get to the door. It's supposed to be leaving my door, but there's somebody at the front door, and they're like clueless about this order coming. So I'm like, yeah, I have this order for so-and-so. I'm at the right address. I double checked, and they were like, you're right. He was like, you're at the right place, but I didn't order anything. And I was like, well, it says to leave it at the door, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that since he didn't want to take it. You know, so I don't know. Anyways, took a photo, dropped it off. Definitely was the correct address, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so now we're back on the road. Currently 2:10. Let's go, guys. We have our next order here from Santini's, $6.25. I think it's like 2.5 miles, maybe. It's been about an hour since we did the last drop off from Chick-fil-A. It's been very, very slow. I'm not sure what's up, but it's okay. I mean, I used that time. I called my mom. We're making some arrangements and whatnot, so it actually worked out fine. We're basically sitting around $86, I think. So after this, we'll be in the 90s, and then hopefully get $100 soon. it's like I said, it's 3 o'clock, so it's not like we're super behind, but without that big order, I think we'll be in trouble. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we got the food dropped off. It was going to a golf course. There's like randomly a golf course in like the middle of Reston. I haven't been there since like last year. The customer was not answering his phone, so I walked inside, and the bartender, I guess, he was aware that the food was coming, so I gave him the food, took the photo. Everything was cool, and then we're sitting around like $94, I think. And then I got this order here from North Italia, $12.50 for the payout. I think it's going like 7 miles. I think it's 4 or 5 items. I'm only taking it because before this order that I just dropped off, I hadn't done anything for an hour. So I was like, you know what, $12.50, double digits, with the small chance that it could be more. Why not? So I'm not super happy where it's dropping me off, but at the same time, I don't want to go back to the town center and just park and not do anything, you know? So we're going to go ahead and risk it. Worst case scenario, we get $12.50. I think we're going to get a little bit more, but who knows? So hopefully the food's ready. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we have the food picked up. It was ready. Now we have about a 12-minute drive, but I'm not sure what's up. I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing a lot of red, like as I'm getting to the destination. So hopefully it clears up. But right now I see a lot of red and orange, and there shouldn't be any traffic there at all. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we're still making our way over here, and I finally found out why it's red and orange up here. There's construction, so it's a 2-lane road, and now it's becoming a 1-lane road. So what should take me 5 minutes, it's gonna take me like 10 or 12. It is what it is. And there's a couple of school buses out here. Oh man, I keep forgetting like people are going back to school now, like in person and whatnot. But yeah, so, I mean, I see a line of cars ahead of me, so we're almost there. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we have a big tip. Let's go. Guys, so we get the food dropped off. It stayed at $12.50. I'm honestly completely okay with that because it's slow. Like, I dropped it off, I've driven back, I'm not getting any offers. So any decent offer, I gotta take it or we're not gonna make any money. But yeah, it's currently 4:04. We finally crossed the $100 threshold. Hopefully it picks up from here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. After making it back to the town center, I picked up this order here, I dropped it off. I did it off screen because I was on the phone the entire time. And I wasn't on the phone for a long time, but just long enough to pick it up and drop it off. Simple order, $6.25. I think it was like less than 3 miles. And when we were coming back, we got this order here from the bento house, $6.25. It's like 4.3 miles. Kind of high for the mileage, but I'm just taking it because I want to be active. I'm tired of sitting. I'm tired of being parked. It's really not a bad order. If you look at it, it's just going straight down. It's not going to take me that long at all. I'm not expecting anything on top because the subtotal is $10.44. So it's probably going to be like maybe $4.50 tip and then the or base pay and the rest is all tip. I don't know. I'm just excited to have an order. I want to keep it going. I want to get in that mindset for dinner. You know, yeah, it's a slow day, but you know, sometimes we get those back to back. It could be a slow week for all I know. I don't know. All I know is that I think the biggest thing that helps me, you know, when I'm dashing, is just me in the car when you guys, is my attitude, you know. I feel like if I have a good attitude, even if I have a bad day, it's not gonna be that bad, you know. But if I'm just constantly like, oh man, it's so slow, it sucks, and all this negative thinking, and I'm just like, next thing you know, I'm gonna be here like, oh man, that's a good order, I'm gonna decline it anyways. I'm waiting for that, you know, banger, and then that banger may never come, you know. So right now my mentality is take anything that's good, and now if we get lucky and it's a banger, even better. But I'm not really cherry picking or anything. We just want to keep it moving. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it's getting kind of dark here. After dropping off the order here from the bento house, we did 2 more orders here real quick. We had one from Five Guys, $6.25. I think that became $7.25. And then we had an order from Santini's, and that became, I want to say it became like $10, I think. I don't know what's up with me. I think I'm just not fully engaged right now, but I completely forgot to record anything. And then I was like, when I got this order here from Total Wine, I was like, wait, did I not record anything? And then I thought maybe I did, and maybe my phone was tripping that I recorded with. And then I was like, no, I think I'm tripping. So apologies for that. Nothing crazy or anything. The one was just $6.25, low mileage, made sense. The other one, when I saw it from Santini's, I was like, I cannot pass up on this. Relatively high cash flow. And it was going kind of far, but not really. And now we have our next order here from Total Wine. 3 items, 3 miles, $10.50. Why not? You know, I think we're sitting around $135 right now, not including this order. So yeah, and it's currently 6 o'clock or 6:10. So again, you know, the clock is against us, but hey, at least it's already better than yesterday. And that's not saying much because yesterday was awful in many ways. Anyways, let me get this let me get this picked up, and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Sheesh. Alrighty guys, we got everything picked up for here at Total Wine. Didn't take us more than 3 minutes. Like always, it takes me longer to check out. And the lady wanted to ID me. I mean, hey, I have no problem with that, but typically they never do. So, you know, I give her my ID, she scanned it, no problem. But she made it seem like she never seen me before when I'm there all the time. But anyways, we got a 7-minute drive now here, only 2.3 miles. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off here from Total Wine, and it was a little bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of my homies, like ex-girlfriend, and she was, for lack of a better word, a total B word to me, you know, back then and even now. So knowing her, she could give me a bad review just because she wants to. But anyways, she did tip $5.50, and the base pay was $5. And then right after that, we got this order here from Fintai. I really thought about it. It's showing 7 items, 11 miles, $19.25 for the payout, but it's leaving me like in a whole different zone. I'm gonna go ahead and take it, mainly because it is already 6:45. Like, I'm only dashing until 7:30, so this is most likely gonna be my last order, and then I'm gonna head to work. But yeah, I mean, it's just a different kind of day. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, we got lucky with the huge order at the beginning, but if we didn't have that, this would have been a pretty crappy day. And I think if I'm lucky, we're gonna finish like around like 175 maybe, give or take. But we'll see. Hopefully the food is ready here at Fintai, and hopefully she doesn't give me a bad review, because she probably is going to be honest. There's some people that are just, what's the right word? Vindictive? Yeah, I mean, you know, at least the way I see it, like, I mean, she was an acquaintance, and after they broke up, I think she wanted me to still be friends with her, but no, you know. Anyways, let me get this picked up. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we got the food picked up. It was ready. Now we have a 24-minute drive here to the drop-off, 11.5 miles away. So it's definitely kind of far, but again, it's gonna be the last one we did today. And then yeah, and then oh, I just passed the Exxon gas station. Now I usually use Exxon because, for one, they're like the cheapest here in my area, and usually the upside is pretty decent, and then on top of that I get 2% back if I use the Dash Direct card. And on Sunday it was $3.75. Right now it's $3.81. So it's Wednesday. A few days ago it was like cheaper, you know. So it's definitely trending in the wrong direction. But we all know gas is always gonna go up. It rarely ever goes down. But yeah, so now you got to put that into account. But regardless, I think I've had a pretty okay day. I mean, all things considered, like, even, you know what, it was a fine day. It was okay, because honestly my head's not all there, you know, with everything going on with my family and my grandfather passing, and I'm not 100% into it, to be honest. But you know, I still think it was good for me to come out and, you know, just be here and make some money. Not really because of the money part, but I feel like it really I can't even talk. I feel like it really helps me clear my mind, you know. But yeah, so I wanted to thank all of you guys that have been, you know, sending me messages, you know, being supportive, thoughts and prayers. That's incredible to me. I feel like I have a whole new family that, in a way, even though you guys don't know me, I feel like you do know me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank all of you for taking the time. And you know, we're still going to be coming out here. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to travel at some point relatively soon, but as of right now, I haven't really heard a whole lot. Kind of letting my mom deal with everything, and she's kind of just telling me, I told her, whatever you need from me, you know, if you need me to be there for you, if you need some help, you know, money-wise. I had no idea how much it can cost to, you know, do any type of, like, you know, funeral stuff. It's really expensive. I don't know why I just never thought about it until literally right now. That's, you know, happening to us and whatnot. So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we can go over some numbers, and yeah, let's go. Alrighty guys, we can do it dropped off. I have no idea how these people can order from Fintai. It's 11 miles away, 2 zones away. Hey, but it had a $23 payout, so hey, we'll take it. Now we're gonna finish the day at $171, which honestly, on the surface, it's really great. It was really slow. That $50 order definitely carried us for sure. But you know, it's one of those days where, you know, I'm not complaining that we got the big order. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. I gotta have like a 25-minute drive to my job, so hopefully we'll make it in time. But again, thank you all so much for keeping me and my family in you guys' thoughts and prayers. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.